Teams seeded 10 through 23 will compete on day 1, hoping to advance to the following day's 16-team bracket with teams seeded 1 through 9. From there, it's a frenzy to the finals. These teams will be battling for more than just league supremacy, as the Turn also has a $260,000 prize pool. Raptors Uprising GC won the 2020 edition of the Turn, with Kenny Got Work winning tournament MVP. But who will win this?
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul is still searching for his first title. He came close in Houston, but was traded, and by some was written off as over the hill. CP said, "I control what I can. That's preparing to play every night. Doesn't matter how successful my season was or wasn't, I'm always going to strive and push myself." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now Bridges, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Here's Giannis. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
On the wing, Booker. Holiday against Paul. Crowder kicks to Ayton. Oh, Ayton in position. Just 5 to shoot. Crowder finds Paul. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And Paul gets it to go in.
He's been under duress many times in his career. Does not let quality defense affect him. Chris Paul, great concentration.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Booker. Paul passes to Booker. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Crowder kicks to Booker. They get it again. Ayton dishes to Crowder. Launches a 3. He can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals, while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And Ayton throws it down.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Paul goes in, and no good that time. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Crowder finds Paul. Over Holiday. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Here's Booker, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Bridges passes to Ayton. And Booker kicks to Payne. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. A second chance effort, but tried by Booker. And the layup is up and in. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he can do this now. Booker is not just a spot-up shooter. Very good with the ball in his hands.
Giannis inside. Johnson's there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Middleton looking it over. Pass to Forbes. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Payne kicks to Booker. Hits the three-point bomb.
Timeout.
9 points in the game so far.
These types of shots speak to the confidence of Devin Booker. Catch and shoot, no problem.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Sharch is checked in for the Suns. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. Portis got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Suns leading by 3. And now the Suns a fast break. And the dunk by Booker.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Over to the wing. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Johnson. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Here's Forbes. They get it back. Looking to end the run. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Phoenix with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Craig passes to Payne. Dishes to Sharch. And stolen by Portis. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And again, the Bucks miss. Suns leading by 3. Johnson finds Booker. From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And there it is for him.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team from outside, and to be able to withstand that, to be able to still go out there and play every day.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Suns, Dario Saric is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Payne. And it's Craig in at the 3. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. Paul finds Payne. They get a hand on it. Now the Bucks moving it up. Connaughton passes to Tucker. And good that time. Greg, you show toughness and grit when you play. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And stolen by Portis. And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition, and that one's good from Connaughton.
You know, that's an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
And here is Bridges. The ball. Doesn't go for it. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. Connaughton passes to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Portis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Saric. And it's Devin Booker in for Cameron Payne. Ayton finds Paul. Booker outside. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Paul. Again, the miss by Paul.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's the break. Good chance here for Booker. Releases from the wing and drills it. Booker's got 13.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 billion contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Here's Paul, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's now 8 points for Chris Paul.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Milwaukee. And Phoenix also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Holiday against Paul. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 3. Johnson outside. The pass to Crowder. DiVincenzo against Booker. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Paul's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 5. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. He shoots again. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A nice shot by Booker.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
A nice shot by Booker.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Trying to get open is Loper. Hands it from downtown. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee. Suns have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And Antetokounmpo spins it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Booker. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
As expected, the King has ruled the court.
And that'll do it for...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, this is the assertive mentality of Devin Booker. When he starts to find his rhythm, turn the lights out.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Latrey. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Middleton. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 25 points.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So for the Suns, Saric has checked in for Crowder. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a miss there off the inbound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Basket counts. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. The baseline jumper goes down. 27 points for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Here's Holiday. That one goes. Count it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Booker. Saric trying to break free. Pass to Payne. Here's Booker. From the arc. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Portis trying to free himself. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Phoenix calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bucks leading by 9. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. And here is Portis. He's covered by Ayton. The kick out to Holiday. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And it's Paul missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. And so he makes both from the line. Suns trail by 13, and there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Here's Booker. 33 points for him. Out left to the wing. Paul against Holiday.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Again, the miss by Paul. Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The Suns making a change here as well. Crowder is checked in for Bridges.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, make no mistake, guys, one of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 16. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 10 points.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. .30 seconds left in the 3rd. And the shot is good. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Let's go. Johnson kicks to Paul. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Bucks on top. They lead by 18. And we'll get going after. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Paul dishes to Booker. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Paul for 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez's check in for P.J. Tucker. Milwaukee leading by 19 points. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV side. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Suns trail by 21. From deep. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Bucks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Shooting in Milwaukee. The throw drops for DiVincenzo. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Paul. And the Suns miss again.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
For Phoenix, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0-for-4 so far. Taken away by Holiday. DiVincenzo passes Giannis.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here is Paul. To the middle. And Phoenix with another turnover here. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pass to Teague. He dishes it to Lopez. And the Bucks miss again. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Payne finds Kaminsky. Here's Craig. Lopez covering. Suns moving the ball around. They could use a bucket. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. It's good on the putback.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Here's Galloway. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Shooting for Milwaukee. He's off on the first. At the line for 2. And They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And nothing's been easy for them, especially in this half.
Here's Teague. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Teague's got his first basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Outside Teague, and the pass didn't Morrow. Back to Teague. Pulls up, high post, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, Jeff Teague is very capable in the mid-range. This guy is very dependable as a scorer.
Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Takes the three. But they'll get another chance.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Banked in off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy,
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.